Okay guys, for this video I would like to share if you face your aircon is not cold, even though you already turned on and the wind is coming on from the aircon here, but it's still nothing, so the air is not cold. So these are very simple things that you can try to fix by yourself. So maybe this thing is sometimes happen when your aircon is old, then we face this kind of problem. So I'm going to share how I solve this kind of problem. Let's try to check it out. So how I'm going to do is we have to make sure that our aircon is turning on first. Then we need to check the outdoor, and either our outdoor the motor is running or not running. So when your aircon, once you turn it on, your aircon is supposed to run the motor. So this motor is supposed to run. If your motor is not running, it means that there is something problem inside your outdoor. So let's check. So now turn off the switch before you open. So I already opened the outdoor here. This is what is inside. Just now the motor is not moved. This motor is not moving. So let's check. Here is the compressor. So nothing is wrong with the compressor here. And what we can do is here, there will be two types of the capacitor. So we can see there is two capacitor. One is the running motor running capacitor, and this also capacitor as well. This is a starting capacitor. So this capacitor will start the motor, and once the motor is started, then the big capacitor will run the motor. So we have to check the value of the capacitor, either is in good condition. So this is why you must turn off your power. So we have to remove this capacitor first. So this capacitor, will you just remember the capacitor have 4 pins here, and the 2 pins, there will be 2 connector. These 2 pins connect 2 wire here, and the other side just 1 wire. So you just remember one side is 2 wire, the same color, and the other side is 1 wire, different color. So we have to remove this capacitor. In this case, you must have capacitor tester, or if you don't have capacitor tester, you can just replace simply your capacitor. Yeah, I have a capacitor tester multimeter here. So I select to capacitor mode. So you don't worry if you don't have capacitor tester, you just buy simple capacitor, something like this, and this is not expensive. So this capacitor is written as 2 UF and display how many UF. It's supposed to be 2 UF, but now I get the value is 1.5 US, 1.5 UF. So the UF is drop, so the capacitor value is a very drop. So we can try to change this capacitor. So I have one capacitor, the new here. This is the new capacitor. So I supposed to get 2 UF. So this is new capacitor. So this new capacitor, I get 2 UF. So this is a very good condition. This is the new capacitor, and this is the old capacitor. I get 1.5. So 1.5. This value is not enough. Maybe this is not enough. That's why the motor cannot move. The motor cannot start. So I'm going to change this capacitor. So the cost is very low. So depends on where you buy this kind of capacitor. It's just cheap, very cheap. So we try to change by ourselves. The first thing, I'm going to replace this capacitor first. So now I already replaced my capacitor right here, and I want to check the big capacitor. This is the move running motor capacitor. Let me check the value of this. So you need to open up. Depends on what kind of the Aircon brand you're using and how do they wiring this not matter. You just need to remove your capacitor, and especially this happen when your Aircon is quite old, maybe once you already use for a few years. So this is right here. So this capacitor as well, they wire for, there is 4 pin here. Then just remember, one side is 2 wire, the other side is 1 wire, and this is the value here. So the value is 25 UF. So this 25 UF, you must check this 25 UF either still have 25 UF to this capacitor. So we have to remove here. So I already removed my capacitor here. This is supposed to have 25 UF. So I already select my multimeter to capacitor mode. So one side, the other side. So this is very good. This capacitor is still in a good condition. I get 25.38 UF. So this capacitor is good condition. So I don't have to change these things. I need to put it back. So I put it back my capacitor and close back. Look here. Already changed the capacitor. So I'm going to turn on the switch and let's see how. So definitely now the fan is already running here. So the motor is already run. So which means the Aircon is already in good condition. So we see here, this thing is cold and this thing is cold. So once the power is on, Aircon must be, the motor must be running all the time. So this we face the problem sometimes if our Aircon is in the old model. When once you already use for a few years, then you can face this kind of problem. So it's a very simple that we just can change. We just have to change the capacitor inside, and you just check the wiring inside either is burned or sometimes the wire is already damaged. So if the wire is not damaged and you just change the capacitor, the small capacitor and the big capacitor. If you don't have the capacitor tester, you just directly change this motor starter capacitor and the running motor capacitor. So this will help you to do it by yourself. So I hope this video will help for someone, those who face Aircon not working, not cold problem. And now my old Aircon is working bad and I can enjoy the cool feelings. So I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.